Hello and welcome to my update. This is almost 24 hours into my current reset fast, and I've got a few participants in a group that I've created for this reset fast early on in 2025. I find a fast like this, especially at the start of a year, to be really supportive, helping me to tune into my body, to go inward, to find a little bit of stillness and calm as I'm trying to plan and set intentions for the year ahead. The festive season can be disruptive for some people, usually quite frenetic, and one can easily sort of just become a little bit out of touch with your eating, with your mindfulness, with supportive nutrition, and with just really being in tune with your body and what he or she is asking for. So I felt excited about this fast in particular because I like to use the beginning part of January to really set intentions for the rest of the year. And I'd like to talk a little bit more about that. So if you're new on here, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And I hope you get the notifications when I upload new videos. There's a lot in the library to have a look at already. For those of you who are returning, thank you for watching. And I really hope that you are all finding this inspirational at the start of 2025. I'm Emma Mentel. I'm a health practitioner, and I really like to work with getting the body into a zone where it can focus on healing and repairing itself. Fasting has been one of my most miraculous tools that I started implementing a few years ago, and I've been running some short courses online for those who want to try fasting. So in the first 24 hours, there's a lot that I get very excited about, especially around 16 to 18 hours, where autophagy starts to happen. Autophagy is where a cellular repair is starting to take place. Autophagy refers to what happens in the cell, where the cell starts to recognize anything that slows down the optimal work and running of that particular cellular material and getting rid of what doesn't really support. So cellular repair I find to be a really great motivation to do regular fasts. And then around 24 hours, where I'm heading into soon, we see that gut health starts to really get a nice and a healthy reboot. So for those of you with digestive concerns, a 24-hour, even once a week, would really be very supportive for that. We also know that the neurotransmitters like serotonin starts to get a little bit of a boost. So that's another good reason to consider a 24-hour fast from time to time. I'm going to be going a little bit longer, and I will update you as I go. People often ask me about hunger and how I manage that. So I'd like to just do a quick mention on hunger. Of course, that survival part of the brain is going to try and discourage you or trying to get in the way of your fast. And that is where you have to have your intentions very clearly set up. Be crystal clear about your intention for each fast. I always encourage my fasting participants to choose a word or some words or their biggest why. And that can really help to motivate and support one. The word that I chose for this particular fast is worthy. And worthy at the start of 2025, I felt like was such a clear intention for how I want the rest of my year to be. I want the rest of my year to be filled with what I feel worthy to receive, worthy to step into, worthy to embark on. So my word is worthy. When it comes to hunger and using these intentions, we can really find a way to speak to the hunger. Hunger comes in waves. It doesn't get more intense. It doesn't intensify. That is such a relief. So especially in the first 24 hours, you know, your body, your default, your survival part of your brain will say it's time to eat now. You haven't eaten. What about something to snack on? And of course, you have to be quite determined about where you want to go. So if you want wanting to do 24 hours, it might be a few waves of hunger that you have to navigate. If you're going for longer, then ketosis starts to take care of the hunger, and then it's not such a niggle. But just to reassure you, and in my own experience after many fasts, the 24-hour mark for me is usually the hardest. That is where I have to really talk to myself and be determined and be very clear about where I want to go with my fast. And for this particular fast, I will do 48, maybe 72 hours. My last fast in December was quite long, so I'll be happy with a 48-hour fast. But when the hunger comes, I like to just ask a few questions, like I wonder how much longer this hunger wave is going to last. I usually try and get to a journal and just write down what this hunger signifies for me. Food and eating can be such a metaphor for so many things. And when we take away food and eating, then a whole lot of ghosts seem to pop out of the cupboards, wanting to tempt us, wanting to destroy or manipulate, or even just get in the way of our intention. So if you've never tried a 24-hour fast, maybe this year will be the first time that you would want to try something like that. Of course, I do some preparation. I make sure that I focus on clean eating for the few days before, and then the day or two before my fast starts, I really make sure that I get enough adequate protein, and that really takes care of the hunger for the most part of the first day. So I hope that you found this interesting and that you feel motivated to give fasting a try sometime. If you go through some of the other videos, you will find a lot of content that I've shared in the last year or so about different fasts, but this is my start of 2025 resetting from some festive season eating, from feeling distracted, from maybe not being very clear about all kinds of things. And this fast will be very supportive for me. I've started clearing and tidying up and reorganizing my office, so that also feels like my space is feeling calm. It's feeling more organized, and of course that always helps. So during the rest of this fast, I'm hoping to start to get very clear about my other intentions for 2025, to get back in touch with my body. Sometimes we can be so outward focused, especially when we're around a lot of people and busy shopping centers, to really become in tune again and to prioritize and identify the desires that I have for the outcome of this year, and maybe you can give it a try too. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you back here soon. I really appreciate your likes and your subscribes, and you can also follow me on social media for my other posts. The links are in the description below. Have a beautiful evening or day wherever you are in the world.